He was in a lot of movies and never gave a bad performance. And 8 years later, his presence is still greatly missed among modern film.
This is a hard one for me because I have
yeah.
a very 6-degree separation from Philip Seymour Hoffman. I had the unbelievably privileged honor of getting to know the theater company that he was a part of in New York City called Labyrinth. When I was starting out as an actor, obviously there were like my particular favorites that I had, but I don't think that there was one actor who was currently working at the time where I started that influenced me more or I looked up to more, because I really started this whole gig around 2005, 2006. And around that area, the person doing the best work was Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like that, he was a true actor's actor. The quality of the work he was doing was what I wanted to do. It's undeniable how good he was. I had done a summer program with the Labyrinth Theater Company, which changed my life. It was just a wonderful, wonderful time. This was 2011. I signed up, I flew to New York, and I took part in this program, changed my life, and we got to perform and play in these unbelievably wonderful theaters. The Cherry Lane Theater, oh my God, the list can go on. The run is over, and we're having a big party in one of the theaters, and Philip Seymour Hoffman is there. I just didn't really know what to do. And I turned because I didn't really know where else to go. And I literally turned into another circle. In that circle were a bunch of people who I didn't know. And one person to my left removed was Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, I always find that this works for me in networking situations or just social situations. If you're a part of something that's not really something that you're really a part of, but you are just there, just keep your mouth shut.
Listen.
Keep a smile on your face. Yep. Listen, be attentive. If you keep your mouth shut, eventually you just get accepted. And the person to my left that was between Phil and I had left. So now I'm right next to the man. And he just kind of turns to me in his raspy voice, just sort of like, "You an actor?" And I just kind of turned to him and just like, yeah. So timid. And he turned his full body weight to me with his voice, just challenged me. Just goes, "Really?" And I thought I had done something wrong. Like I couldn't believe that. Did I just piss off Philip Seymour Hoffman? I mean, oh my God. And I just turned and I gave it back to him. I just go, "Yeah." And he's looking at me. And then he just completely breaks. And he got this big smile on his face. And he goes, "That's fucking awesome." And he like taps me on the shoulder as in like buddy. And that was it. I honestly at that time didn't know what happened. I was just sort of like, Phil kind of just yelled at me and I yelled at him back.
He wants you to take ownership, be proud of it, announce yourself.
Exactly.
You are an actor.
Exactly. And because I was in the midst of a movie star who was someone who I respected and didn't take ownership, he gave me an opportunity to do that. That's why he challenged me. If you are an actor and you are on this journey and you take ownership for it, Phil never saw anyone on a different level. You were either an actor or you weren't. And when he saw you, he saw himself. It gives me goosebumps. It makes me feel so honored and humbled to feel like I could even be in that same conversation with someone like him. I value so much that experience that I had with him. And oh God, I to this day, he is still one of my favorites. And I'm so glad we're having this episode where we can dive into his work, because one of the best to ever done it is here. And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what a story. And it's all it takes. I mean, you were touched by the hand of a god of one of the crafts you're studying.
Yeah.
You know? It's just, after he leaves us, it's like, oh God, you have to hold on to that forever.